You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. War Games is in the books, and man's grade A storytelling at its best. But before we get into all of that, check out my socials. Follow me, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat. But most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spodify and Anchor. Let's talk War Games. Let's go! Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, everybody. Hopefully everybody had themselves a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody had some good food, Black Friday. Everybody bought something useful that could hopefully make them some money and they weren't just a consumer. And hopefully everybody made the most of time with friends and family, which is the most important. And now we are back to wrestling on a Saturday. Today is Sunday. Let's go Ravens. But welcome. This is the podcast that talks all things wrestling. Once again, I am your host. Thank you for joining me here today on this lovely 11/27/02. 22, sorry, not 02.
You stupid.
But let's talk about War Games. But before we do, hit the goddamn like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get the housekeeping out the way. Yes, I was gone for about a week. Yes, I am back. Yes, later on today, I will have the streaming schedule. Okay. I will have the streaming schedule. Why everybody want to text me when I'm live or when I'm going recording? For the RJD TV and What the Wrestling streaming schedule coming soon. Look out for it. Now, War Games. To me, thumbs up show. Thumbs up show, hands down. And if for anything, this show was kind of carried by, obviously, the War Games matches, but it was carried by Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. These guys. Perfect. Let's just clap it up for them. These two brothers right here. When Roman Reigns says God mode, I mean, he's right. Every little subtle thing that he does is impactful. It's like less is more with Roman. We're going to talk about the Bloodline, Team Bloodline, Roman, Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, Solo Sikoa versus Team Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Butch, Rich Holland, Drew McIntyre, and KO, Kevin Owens. We're going to talk about this first because, to me, best thing on the show, was it the best match on the show? No, but it was the best thing on the show because earlier in the night, Jey Uso goes to Roman and says, hey, listen, Sammy lied. He lied right to me. He was talking to KO, and when I asked him, he lied about it. And you know what? Only reason why I ain't get him is because you wasn't there to give the order. But I get him if you want me to get him, Oos. And Roman was like, listen, tranquilo. You worry about tonight. I will do what I do as the tribal chief. Cool. A few segments later, and I'm running through this now because I'm going to talk about this first. Then I'll start from the top. But after that, okay, we're going to have to put this because for some reason people keep texting me. So, next thing, Roman sits, he says, wise man, bring me Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn comes in the next segment. He's like, listen, man, did you talk to KO yesterday? He said, reluctantly. He said, yes. Because, lying to the tribal chief,
you stupid.
That would not be smart. So he says, well, why'd you lie to Jay? He says, listen, man, Jay had a match going on. I didn't want to, it was a big match later on that night, and I didn't want to put more on his plate. So I withheld information. So that's a big no-no.
Nope.
So he says, listen, man, I know KO was your friend, but this is my family, and I need to know, are you with me? So, are you with the Bloodline? And he's like, listen, man, damn near in tears. Damn near in tears. The man is like, listen, there's only 5 people that get to come back to this locker room, and I'm one of them. And that hasn't lost on me, and I'm very grateful for you allowing me to come into the Bloodline. I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, I am with the Bloodline. So he says, get up. He stands him up, embraces him, gives him a hug, and then he says, then you see the close-up, and he's like, you see the close-up of his face, and it's like, do I trust you or not? But that set the tone already for the War Games match. Now, the War Games match, fast forwarding to that, was storytelling. Because, now there's good and bad with this. I'll get to the bad, but let's talk about the good. Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, when I get through talking about what happened in this match and you get to the end of this match, you realize that weight carried this whole match. Sami Zayn consistently saving Jey Uso, taking a bullet for Jey, I think at one point. It was consistently telling the story about Sami Zayn, and is he going to join the Bloodline officially, fully, or is he going to go back with his friend, his best friend, and is he going to rock with them? And that is the determining factor. That's what's dope about this, because they really, really dove deep into this character who is deeply conflicted, trying to figure out what he wants to do. Is he going to go with KO? Is he going to stay with Roman and them? What's he going to do? And everything he did was impactful in this match. Now, this match started out, well, let me talk about the negative first before I talk about the match. The negative is the Brawling Brutes and Drew feel secondary to everything that's going on here. KO feels important because he was a part of the Sami Zayn story with the Bloodline, but Drew doesn't feel important, neither do the Brawling Brutes. And Sheamus, coming off of the match with Walter, aka Gunther, he felt very important, like title shot important. Drew is always in that upper echelon of the card, but everybody feels like an afterthought right now. Now I'm sure they'll pick it back up. They will figure out a way to make everybody feel important again. But that's the only drawback from this is everybody took a back seat to Sami Zayn and KO. Everybody. But match started off with the Brawling Brutes. Dre started out with Butch, and the baby faces had the advantage, which is crazy, but it worked for the storyline because Roman Reigns and the Bloodline are heels. Sami Zayn is one of the biggest baby faces in the company right now, organically. But Sami Zayn is a baby face that's rocking with the heels right now. So we cheer for the heels because we like Sami Zayn. And we want Sami Zayn to be accepted by the bad guys, but he's really a good guy. But we want him to be accepted. So it kind of doesn't make sense, but it makes perfect sense. We love Sami. We want him to be accepted. And even if he has to do bad things, we still want him to be a part of the Bloodline. Because, God damn it, he's earned it. He's freaking earned it.
You activated my trap card.
So, Butch was beating up on the injured arm early. Then Rich Holland came in and they beat the holy shit. They beat the holy shit out of Jay for a very long time. Seemed like forever. So Jimmy is ready to get in the match. Jimmy's about to get in the match, and Roman says,
Nope.
Sammy's going in. So Sammy goes in to help Jay, and they're sitting there like this. Roman is sitting there like the tribal chief that he is, in the shark cage, just sitting there like, you go. Craziness. I love this shit. Drew comes in next, beats everybody up, as always. Then we had Jimmy and Jay and Sammy. They couldn't get on the same damn page, to the point where they're over there arguing with each other, pushing each other around, and Roman is just sitting there like, Roman is sitting here like, these guys are idiots.
You stupid. Stop it. Get some help.
So that allowed the babyfaces to get the upper hand. But so we had a stare down between Owens and Sammy, and they were on opposite teams. But Holland, he snatched up Sami Zayn, beat him down. Owens ate a chair shot. KO ate a chair shot from Jay, but he bounced back and tossed Jimmy through a table. Solo Sikoa then came in, cleared everybody out, but Owens got laid out by Solo as well. Then Sheamus came in, banger after banger after banger. Shout out to Sheamus. Sheamus then came in, beat up the Bloodline a little bit, hit a white noise from the middle rope on Solo Sikoa. Then Roman comes in as the final person, because you knew Roman was coming in final. And he comes in and clears the field. And then we had an incident where Jay accidentally super kicked Sami Zayn. Now Jimmy is concerned for Sami, trying to pick him up, but Jay's like, nah, he all right. F all that. We out. It's like, F that. So the Usos then worked off and hit a 1D off the top rope to Butch, getting him out of here. Roman Reigns speared Rich Holland through a table, getting him out of here. Solo Sikoa hit the rock bottom, or the rolling rolling, whatever the hell you call it, rock bottom, to Drew through a table, got him out of here. So all of them.
Get the fuck out of here!
And then you just had KO, who hit a stunner to Solo Sikoa, got him out of here. Then you had Owens and Roman setting up for the final stare down. Then it got extremely good. They slugged it out. This was all built up to this final of the match. They slugged it out. Owens hit Reigns. Owens hit Reigns with the pop-up powerbomb, then hit him with the Stone Cold Stunner. And after that, he was about to win. 1, 2.
Nope.
Sami Zayn holds the ref and stops him from counting the 3 on Roman Reigns. KO then gets up and says, is this your family? Is this your family? Grabbing on Roman. And Jimmy gets up and he's about to hit a super kick, but KO catches it. And then Sami Zayn hits him with a low blow right in the huevos. He hit KO right in the balls. KO goes to the corner and he looks at Roman. Roman gives him the head nod. Sammy looks conflicted. He doesn't know what to do. And then he hits him with the haluva kick and catches him like this. And that is remnants of, I want to say it was NXT where he haluva kicked, no, it was SmackDown, I think. Where they did the same spot where he haluva kicked KO and he caught him right here. And he just held him. Now in that match, it was years ago now, he put up, the crowd was chanting one more time. He put him back up and then kicked him again. In this match, he laid him out, looked at Jey Uso, so like this, and he basically said, Jay, it's all you. Do what you got to do. And Jey Uso hits the splash, and the Bloodline win War Games.
Oh, yeah.
This was fantastic. Fantastic storytelling here. Nothing Nothing wrong with the end of this. But the best part was at the end where everybody stands up slowly but surely. Roman looks up, goes like this, and he says, "Come on, let me embrace you." He gives Sammy a hug. Sammy damn near in tears. And then Jey Uso gets up, and Jey Uso hugs. He hugs Sami Zayn like as if he's his brother. Like, come here, give me a hug, goddammit. And then he picks him up. The crowd goes crazy. Everybody loves this. And it was like, they finally respect the honorary Uce as an Uce. Now, we'll see how they keep it going on Monday Night Raw and maybe SmackDown. But this fantastic crap here. I love this. This was awesome. I'm sure KO is going to be like, how dare you? And this just makes me wonder. This is the peak. It don't get no higher than this. After this, it's all downhill. And then we will see the dissolution of the Bloodline. Well, Sami Zayn from the Bloodline anyway. And this is the peak. Man, this is awesome. That was awesome. So, as I begin to get congested here, so excuse me if I start talking crazy. Working on it. That's why I got my tea. Team Belair, Bianca Belair, Becky, Alexa, Asuka, and Mia Yim versus Damage Control. Team Damage Control, Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley. In its totality, no lie, this match was fantastic because it was something high spot, something high spot, something high spot, something high spot. Like, all I remember is Becky hit Dakota and Rhea off the damn top of the cage. Io Sky literally is a genius of the sky because she's moonsaulting off the cage. Nikki Cross did a crossbody off the cage, her crazy ass. So I would have been like, fuck this shit, I'm out. If I ever did that, I'd be like Cody. I would have did it. You know how when Cody hit Wardlow with the moonsault and he ended up breaking his toe or something like that, or injuring himself, and he was like, let's go, and he just jumped. Like, ain't no time to think about it, because if I think about it, I ain't going. Nope. I'm just going. F it. Everybody seems to be okay coming out of the match, so that was good. But the ending of this match, Bianca Belair and Lynch had great chemistry at the end. Belair laid out Bayley with a KOD into the fence. Becky Lynch climbed and jumped off the top of the cage, going through Dakota Kai and Io through a table. Massive leg drop. For the 3 count, she pinned Dakota Kai, I believe. So I don't know if this is leading to Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea Ripley should win the Women's Royal Rumble. I do. I think Rhea Ripley, she's got to be the one to take that title from Bianca. I think that'll be good for Judgment Day, and I think it'll be good for Rhea. This match had a lot of great high spots. The ladies all worked hard. This match, it had a lot of crazy stuff. We had kendo sticks and tables and trash cans. So that was funny. But women's War Games match, very good. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. We had Finn Balor getting his leg worked over. We had Balor going through the calf crusher. Thought he was going to tap, but AJ Styles, Finn Balor grabbed him, Brock Lesnar, similar to what Brock Lesnar did to him. He grabbed him because he wrenched back too far, and he slammed his head into the canvas like this. So after another, we had some Pele kicks by both guys. We had a missed coup de grace, and him selling, Mr. Balor selling the leg once again, landing awkwardly. Styles capitalized with the calf crusher, like I said, but he slammed his head against the mat. We had a final series. Styles went off the apron, launched off the ropes for the phenomenal forearm, and got the win. This wasn't as good as their first match, that match that we got out of nowhere because Bray Wyatt and all them other people got sick. This wasn't as good as that, but it was solid stuff. We had an awesome sequence where AJ did a backflip, landed, caught Finn Balor, and then hit him with a, I guess, backwards DDT. That was pretty cool. But everybody fought everybody early on, and the last maybe 6 minutes of this match was a one-on-one because the OC and Judgment Day were fighting each other. So this was crispy. We had a SmackDown Women's Championship match after that, Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi. And a lot of people are going to say, the problem with this match is this. The problem that I saw with this match is A, crowd wasn't into it. B, I don't know if they're really into Ronda as a champion. C, I don't think they believe that Shotzi had a chance to win. Even though I'm not saying the ladies didn't work hard, but it was like Ronda was a lion and Ronda had her hand on Shotzi the gazelle like this, and she's like, you know what? Get up and run. Nope, get back over here. Get up and run. Nope, get back over here. All right, I'm going to snap your neck now. Like, you know, cats play with their food. That's what this was. Like, she played with her the whole time. We had a crazy amount of interference from Shayna Baszler. We had Shotzi jumping in, splashed off the barricade, took out Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler into some planted fans in the front. They went through extremely slow. She but she got the judo throw, Piper's Pit armbar, and that was all she wrote. At the end, she says, "F this, I am the queen." So maybe that's a Charlotte Flair coming back. But I don't want to see Charlotte come back and immediately get a title shot. I don't want to see that. They always do that bullshit with Charlotte. She comes back, it's a title shot, and that's it. Do something different. If Charlotte is coming, listen, Charlotte just got married. She's been out for a while. If Charlotte's going to come back, have a story in place. Have something in place. Don't just thrust her into the title picture and give her the title. That's whack. That's whack. Whether she goes to Raw or SmackDown, I don't care. It should not be, oh, she just gets the title shot just because. Nah, fuck out of here with that. That's whack. So I hope they don't do that, but we'll see. United States Championship match, Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. This was a fantastic match. The end of this match was great. They both beat up Theory in the beginning because they hate him. We had a dual hurt lock on both guys, which was crazy. Theory nearly stole the pin, rolling up Lashley, Brock Lesnar style, in the middle of the submission, but the pin was interrupted by Rollins' frog splash, perfectly executed. Rollins jumped off of Theory's back and hit a curb stomp onto Bobby. That was great. Bobby hit Rollins with a spear in the middle of the ring. What happened after this was great. So he recovered from the stomp. Then Rollins hit the superplex into the Falcon Arrow, but in the middle of the Falcon Arrow, Bobby hit Seth with the spear. Now, gonna be honest, that wasn't the best spear, but I understand he couldn't really get him because you got to be safe. He's got a man on his shoulders, so you're not gonna literally OD. So I understand it. Could have looked a little better, but it was an awesome spot. He hit him with the spear in the middle of the Falcon Arrow. So in the middle of that, Theory literally fell limp onto Seth, who ate the spear and got the win. So, first of all, Austin Theory winning, I did not see that.
Stop the cap.
Not gonna lie. I thought Seth would keep it because Seth ain't been champion but for 3, 4, 5 weeks. So he ain't been champion that long. But Austin Theory has this new attitude. Austin Theory he ain't nothing to play with right now. Austin Theory has been reset. So Money in the Bank was holding him down. Now he's been reset. I like this. I would have much rather had Seth keep it and maybe Theory win some other way later down the line. But you know what? Now Seth is a babyface. Seth has to chase him. Bobby's a babyface, I guess, or a tweener. Bobby has to chase him. I'm fine with this. This was good. This was good. Best match on the show. This was the best match on the show, but the best thing on the show was the last 12 minutes of the cage of the Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes. So this is awesome. I love this. This was a thumbs up show because of what they did in War Games match in the main event. This was a thumbs up show. The only thing that was literally like bad on the show was the SmackDown Women's Championship match. I don't know what they got a lot of talented women. Ronda's good. I'm not saying she's terrible, but they got to give us something to sink her teeth into. They got to build us somebody else. I don't know. Excuse me, because it's not like Ronda hasn't had good matches with Sasha and Charlotte and Becky. So it's not about the wrestling with Ronda. It's just about the division and what are they going to do and how they're going to make us care. That's the problem. The problem is not the wrestling. They got to make us give a shit. So once they do that, I think the women's division of SmackDown will get back to it. But that women's division is rough right now. They ain't looking too good. So that's all I got for you guys today. Streaming schedule will be out today on RJDTV and What the Wrestling. Working on some new things coming soon. Had to take the week off. Took the week off, spent some time with fam. Had a good time. Now I'm back and better than ever. Check me out tomorrow. Y'all, you already know. Check out the streaming report. But for now, check out my socials one more time. RJD here. What the Wrestling. I am out. Everybody enjoy the day. Watch some football. I'm gone. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.